Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. We'll watch the Washington Wizards as they go up against the Detroit Pistons. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at the Hornets. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, right now for the Pistons, they're fighting their way up into a higher position, trying to put those early season issues behind them and get where they believe
early season matchup, game number 4.
Before we get started, we've got just enough time to head over to the sideline. Allie?
Well, Cade Cunningham, the top pick in 2021, said, quote, "There's a lot of different reasons why I was picked number 1, but I think it's just who I am as a person, someone that can turn into a leader for your team and be a franchise guy. I compose myself well, and that translates
having a
on
pretty
the
good
court.
season,
I'm pretty
28.3
confident in what I
points
can do and
per
who I
game.
am." Brian?
Thanks, Alec. And with every new NBA season, Grant, it's always fun to see which players have a breakout year.
And BA, it seems
Should be a
like
fun
guys always have breakout
Two fairly
years.
even matched teams.
Usually we see it with the younger players, but sometimes it's with guys who've been in the league and are now in new situations. Last year, we saw breakout seasons for Darius Garland, Jordan Poole, and Tyrese Maxey, just to name a few.
Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. Cunningham and Bay, the wing pair. Isaiah Stewart out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Walker in at the point guard position.
Got the classic uniforms, got
Wizards,
the classic court.
in the middle,
little
it's
throwback
Porzingis
looking game.
with Kuzma by his side. Morris and Beal are the backcourt pair. And it's Barton in at the 3.
This down, controller settings. I don't understand why I have to change this every single time. It gets kind of old. But it is what it is. I don't know why it didn't just save it.
Outside Walker. Bogdanovic with a screen on Beal. Here's Walker. Pulled the
pull
shot
up.
a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
Good for
How
2.
about Kemba just sticking it right in the D's face right there, proving how effective he is from that range.
Morris passes to Beal. Morris sets a screen. Beal's shot is good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And that streaking rack attack is the mobile one drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Bogdanovic, no good. Now the Wizards in transition. Morris for 3. Hits the trifecta.
He's very smart about spotting up in transition, and no one rotated over to contest that one.
Pass to Bogdanovic. Walker against Morris. Stewart, a screen on Morris. Now here's Stewart. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Kuzma.
Did not work.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Kuzma with a screen on Walker. Kuzma outside. Off target from outside. And Sadiq Bey, a 3-and-D wing. And he has the strength to play up at the power forward spot, Greg.
You know, B.A., that power forward spot might be his best position. It's not the quick twitch type of athlete, but great physicality for a perimeter player.
You know, there's always been this idea around Kemba Walker and an aura of positivity. And I think you can see that effect of his personality on all the teammates that he's had.
That free throw, no good. Last season, Washington was hot out of the gates. They started 10-3, but things did not end well.
You know, and after that hot start, B.A., a 25-44 ending for the Wizards, failing to make the play-in game as well. Just a disappointing season after the promise Washington showed early.
Barton, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Walker passes to Cunningham. Over Morris. Back to Cunningham. Picked by Bogdanovich. Cunningham finds Bogdanovich. Gets the three to fall.
Just flat out playmaking from Cade. This is why he was picked first overall.
Kuzma with a screen on Cunningham. Pass to Kuzma. Fires for three. Not going to go that time. The Pistons go the other way with it. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And in that one, the bench came to play. Gave the team a bunch of points and energy to put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that one.
And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Porzingis with a screen on Walker. And another miss by Washington. The Pistons leading. Picked by Stewart. Walker passes to Cunningham. That shot is off. Nice D from Beal. Washington has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Here's Morris. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
Monte Morris is a nice second point guard to have on the roster. A very good scorer who contributes in a lot of other ways.
Now here's Walker. Coming off a 12-point game. Pass to Cunningham. Bogdanovich with a screen on Beal. Outside Bogdanovich. Drills it from deep. Bogdanovich has got 6. And with Monte Morris, he's been steady throughout his career.
Well, I'll tell you what, Washington did a good job picking up a stud like this. He shoots a high percentage. He takes care of the ball. He's someone that the coach is going to give a lot of responsibility to. And this team has needed a player like this for the past couple seasons.
And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Here's Walker.
And inside, Kemba can get disruptive. He creates problems for the D, and that time did a great job drawing the foul.
The first free throw is good.
Look at the Pistons, and this team has been trying to build something here. It's been struggling to do so as of late, but first pick in Cade Cunningham, a really huge draft in 2022 with some young talent coming in. This is a very young and very exciting team now.
Morris can't hit.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Here's Cunningham. The shot's good. Right, and the Pistons have had several very high draft picks, Brent, but so far, the pieces they've added just haven't totally meshed together.
Well, maybe from the previous year's BA, but I think the combination that they've put together for this upcoming season and moving forward is going to really gel and produce some excitement for this fan base in Detroit.
Now here's Walker. 5 points in the game. Pass to Stewart. Cunningham outside. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
And Porzingis showing some of those signs from early on in his career where he was a great shot blocker.
Morris passes to Porzingis. Now Beal puts the move on. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Kemba Walker.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Very few players have the firepower that Bradley Beal does as a combo guard. He's been in the league since 2013. And defenses still haven't figured this guy out. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Picked by Stewart. Walker with it. Beal picks him up. And finished off by Stewart.
Kemba seeing everything now. Nice dish.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Good looks by our terrific camera crew. Washington trailing. And as for Beal's offense, Brent, it's all that much more impressive given what kind of load he's had to carry.
Well, BA, it's not just the load he carries, it's that he really hasn't had that complimentary guy next to him the past few seasons. It's been developmental guys, younger players with potential. So defense is focusing on Bradley Beal, all their attention to him, and yet he still produces.
Here's Bogdanovich. After the basket by Washington. Walker passes to Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
Well, Stewart in the pick and roll is going to give you two things you like. One is a physical screen, and then second, a quick roller into position.
Barton outside. No! They're unable to get the tying basket there. It's Walker on the wing. Outside Bogdanovich. From outside, off the mark. Washington's gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Fires the three. Morris can't hit.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
May passes to Walker. Counted from distance. Now it's a 6-point Detroit lead.
Yeah, he cracked the window. Just a little bit of daylight for Kemba, and he knocks it down.
Washington calls timeout.
You know, the Wizards really came up short last season on the defensive end. They consistently struggled to get stops, which makes it twice as hard to win games.
So Washington going with an almost entire new group here. Gafford, he's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Hachimura comes in for Kuzma. Avdia, he's checked in for Barton. And Wright subbed in for Morris. It's Wright on the wing. Beal outside. And it's rejected.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face. Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim, that's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Just wonder how the Wizards can remedy their defensive weaknesses from last year.
Well, B.A., mindset is a big part of it. They just need to have better focus on pressuring the ball handlers and making sure shots are getting well contested.
Wright outside. Gafford up top. Three-pointer. Beal gets the 3 ball to go. Beal's got 7.
And nice touch, Beal there, making the corner 3 look as easy as it does.
Outside Burks. Bagley sets a screen. To the wing on the left. Pass to Ivy. Back to Bagley. Shot clock at 5. Yes, it's good. And the Pistons lead by 7.
Working around the rim, Bagley a tough cover there because of his quickness.
Right, the pass to Beal. Hachimura sets a screen. Beal finds Hachimura. Count that one.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Now here's Burks. He had 10 points in the win against Indiana. From about 16, Bradley Beal with a rebound.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Here's Wright. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Hachimura, the pass to Beal. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And Bradley Beal getting a huge contract this summer. Now, he committed to being with the Wizards for his prime. And there was some speculation he might leave, but he cemented his time in Washington for many years to come.
And while the Pistons need to improve at both ends, Brent, offense is where they've struggled the most.
Yeah, last season near the bottom in field goal percentage and three-point percentage. They've got the playmakers, but they've got to convert and finish off those plays and get more consistent on the offensive end.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop Duren inside. Wow, just wow.
Beal outside. To the left side wing. And there's a 3-second violation. All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. The Wizards in 5th.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Diallo outside. Pass to Burks. Over to the left wing. And there's the screen. To the inside. Duren. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Now it's a 7-point Detroit lead.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Hachimura outside. Back to Beal. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Grant, he gets a lot of attention for scoring, but he can also lock you down at the other end.
Oh, yes, he can, B.A. He's big, active, and athletic, too. A strong on-ball defender as well. He'll also jump passing lanes, causing deflections. He looks to flip turnovers into points.
Too exciting.
For the Wizards, trading Russell Westbrook to the Lakers was a great move, Brent.
Well, it's an idea about trying to go a different direction and cleared a ton of cap space. They got a lot of depth. They got first-round picks out of that. So the best part of the deal really might be Kyle Kuzma and what's developing here with him and his game. We saw him find his form, and he looks like a keeper.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Beal with a screen on Burks. Here's Wright. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Detroit has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Burks for 3. Hachimura with a rebound. Washington trailing. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Blocked. And so the ball out of bounds. Duren touched it last.
Now into the lineup for the Pistons. Nerlens Noel. Corey Joseph.
9 seconds left in the opening quarter. And here's Beal from deep. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Kemba Walker getting it done for Detroit. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, looking at what we've seen from the Pistons, what do you think?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Hachimura and Porzingis play together up front. DeLon Wright is out there with Will Barton, and it's Avdia in at small forward. That's the group for Washington right now. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, B.A. Bradley Beal played for Coach Greg Popovich with the U.S. national team, and Pop said, quote, he's hard to keep up with. His balance and movement are very impressive. He stops on a dime, can pull up and shoot. That, along with his excellent footwork, are the most impressive things for me. Brian?
Yeah, great breakdown there, Allie. Thank you. And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
Hachimura from long range nails it from beyond the arc. Hachimura's got 6 points.
Hachimura ready, had that shot lined up.
Cunningham against Barton. To the left wing. Here's Joseph. Rebound by the Wizards. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
They ran away with this season series last year. It was one of the few teams they could beat.
Hachimura with room to shoot. That one's good. This game is all even. Hachimura's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Here's Cunningham. Pass to Joseph. And here's Bogdanovich. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 9.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
Right with a screen on Bay. Out to Hachimura from the arc. And the Wizards with another 3.
Yeah, and this is a tough one to figure out because Rui hitting the 3, that makes him really difficult to check.
Cunningham against Barton. Noel to pass to Bay. Back to Noel. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Pistons lead by 2. Washington has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Hachimura sets a screen. Right with the ball. Now Bogdanovich defending.
Noel in there to intimidate and does so there.
Washington making some changes. Kuzma comes in for Avdia, and it's Morris in for Wright. Kemba Walker, he's checked in for the Pistons. Here's Kuzma. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
I feel like Rui has himself locked in and right now making a big impact offensively.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Cunningham with the ball. His last outing, he had 24 points. Bogdanovich passes to Bay. 6 on the shot clock. With the 10-footer. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That'll belong to Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah, Bay knows the scouting report is these guys are going to come out to take your shot away, so use that to your advantage, get inside, and draw a foul.
Stewart, he's checked in for Detroit. Burks comes in for Cade Cunningham. Outside Porzingis. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Outside Walker. Pass to Bay. Back to Walker. Stewart, a screen on Barton. Stewart, the pass to Walker. Here's Bay. Picked by Stewart. Goes back up. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Bay's got 6 points in the quarter.
Bay reading the defense and just slashing through.
Kuzma, the pass to Morris. The rebound by Bogdanovich. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Bay, no good.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And there's the call on Sadiq Bey.
Hey, what's up,
That's
Danny?
his
How you
first
doing?
foul.
NCM.
First team foul.
NCM. What's NCM, Danny? How are you? Motor City Mania. Motor City Mania. There we go. NCM. I couldn't figure out what you were referencing. Yeah, Motor City Mania. What's up, man? How are
Left
you?
side Porzingis. Pass to Morris. Kuzma for three.
Teacher, are you? Yes,
Knocks
Mike.
down
What's
the
up, man?
triple.
Kuzma
On YouTube, instead of doing our job, I see. What's up, fellas? How you guys
The
doing?
Pistons have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter.
It's been a little Detroit basketball.
Outside Walker. Kuzma against Bay. Back to Walker. The three. Washington with a rebound. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, they
Motor
couldn't
City
do it
Mania,
in
yeah,
that one.
I can see
Always
it.
a step slow in
put
closing
that
out
together.
shooters and maybe even
Half the time I forget
recognition
what
of
I'm
who
even
was
calling
on the
this
floor.
thing.
Just not enough energy.
I think I'm just going to mess around with this one until the
ATD
ATD sliders,
checked
the
in for
attention
Bay.
to detail sliders drop, which are supposed to be out before.
Pass to
They're
Bagley.
supposed to be out before opening night, so we'll see if they make it out or not, and then it's really game on.
Oh, and he got
Can you
fouled on his
believe
way
that
up. He'll
Marvin
head to the
Bagley
line
is
to
only
shoot
23
two.
years of age? I feel like
It's
he's been
on
in the
Rui
NBA for 15
Hachimura.
seasons.
Well, when he's looking to score,
That was just
Bagley
on stream
becomes
that
a
one
lot
night,
more of
Mike.
a
I'm still
problem.
waiting on those rosters.
Yeah,
'cause I
just
think it's gonna
knocking
make a big
down
improvement.
every free throw. I mean,
think
I
those rosters
love to
are gonna
see
make a
this
huge
kind of
improvement.
efficiency.
And,
You have to think with this
you
Pistons
get 'em on
squad that
Xbox.
all eyes are
You get
on
'em
the
on
future
Xbox before I
as
get 'em on
opposed to the
PlayStation.
here and now.
Blazers
Young
versus Detroit in the
guys
finals.
focused on
Motor City
reaching their
versus Motor
potential.
City.
And stolen by Stewart.
What year is that? What year was that? Is that like 89?
Outside Bogdanovich.
No,
Picked
89
by
was the
Stewart.
Lakers.
To the
What year was
paint.
the Blazers Pistons?
Hachimura with a rebound. So where do you see the
Oh,
ceiling for this
I'm good.
younger
I'm just
Pistons team as they continue to
playing
grow?
video
You know,
games.
Via, it's always difficult to predict the limits of a team. But as long as they continue to steadily develop, they can become a unit with playoff potential.
That ties it up. Hachimura's got 16 points now.
There's a feel that Porzingis has to the game, and the more comfortable he is in these
Hachimura,
kind of
man.
settings,
Having a
he'll
game.
rack up some
Night volume
assists.
is low compared to game commentary. All right, let me change that. Let me change that. Let me change that. Probably has something to do with me being so far away from the microphone as well.
Now here's
It's kind
Walker.
of I was kind of away from my
Give it
mic,
eight.
so that's probably another thing about it.
Pass to Stewart. Bogdanovich on the wing.
Bogdanovich trying to get his 4-3 to go down. And it wasn't
Again, the
that.
miss by the Pistons.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you
Oh,
wanting to
don't
even
lose
the
it, brother.
score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
You can barely hear yourself. Okay, can you hear me better now?
And the Wizards with another three.
Man, they're having a hard
Let me know
time
if that's
defending
better.
the triple.
If it's
That's
not, I
3
can
in a
work on
row.
some more.
Detroit has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point.
If I do this, what if I just go to options, settings? Sure, there's gotta be a volume, right? Commentary volume, let's think commentary like 65, 70.
Land here in the second.
Much better now, okay, yeah. Part of it I was set up straight.
Walker against Morris. Walker passes to Bagley.
How's your day going, Danny?
Outside Burks. Clock at 6. Stewart, a screen on Barton. Here's Burks. Finds the bottom from 13 feet out.
Hitting a little bit of
Burks has got
mid-range.
his second
Hitting a
bucket
little
on
bit
the
of
night.
mid-range.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
Time called here. The Wizards
Timeout,
decide to talk it over.
44-43.
The Wizards had to
Under
deal
5
with
to
a
play
lot
in the
of
second.
changes last year, not just in terms of their roster, but also bringing in.
I'm really liking where the slider set's at. I'm really liking how this game's playing. Also bought a scenario sheet that has over 250 scenarios to use. And so adds a little bit more realism to your
Checked in for
franchise.
Washington. Beal comes in for Barton. Gafford passes to Porzingis. Now here's Morris. Pass to Gafford. 6 to shoot. His first shot coming late. He can't get it to go. And Detroit the other way now. And you know, in Washington, you have to think it takes more than one season for a new coach to get acclimated.
That's for sure.
transition with the
Left.
left.
Now you're talking about Bradley Beal not being there for the entire
Detroit
year.
17th in the NBA in
These
assists.
guys just having time together and trying to
Assists
figure
are kinda
out where
broken in the
their
game,
roles
we found
end up
out.
settling.
Too many teams
It's
average
really
close to 30
important for these
assists.
guys to have those relationships built early on for them to have success.
Oh, nice.
And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
All of that happened
unicorn,
because
man.
Porzingis moved well off the screen to find the space.
She's a little rookie to rookie here.
Here's Ivy, guarded by Morris.
Nice
Ooh,
pass.
Morris
Oh,
with a
that
steal.
was supposed to be a nice pass.
And the Wizards on
Ends
the
in a
break.
turnover. We're going to mismatch Ivy on
Now here's
Porzingis.
Beal. Not a
Hopefully
lot
they
of
don't
room.
find it. I think they just found it.
Outside Porzingis.
They just found it.
Over Ivy. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Ivy did a nice job battling there on
Bagley's
defense,
got
though.
4 rebounds now. Here's Ivy, pounded by Beal. Last season, the NBA
solid
former
offense right
Pistons
there.
Hall of Famer Bob Lanier. He played his first decade with the
10
Pistons.
points, 5 boards a game
Sad
for
loss
the
for the
rookie.
NBA. Now, he
18-year-old
represented
out of
them 7
Memphis.
times as an
18-year-old out of
all-star.
Memphis.
For all his greatness on the court,
Super
he'll be
athletic,
remembered just as much
tons
for
of
the work
upside.
he did off the court
Could be
as
the man in the middle for a long time for Detroit. Comes off the bench right now.
He's checked in for Washington.
Use the 2 rookies that are 6th and 7th men off the bench. Ivy and Duran, Warren, both averaging about 20 minutes a game, though. We want them getting some playing time here early.
And
This young
Gafford
Pistons
gets
team.
it to go.
Get that experience on the court.
Gafford's got his
Get that
first
experience
bucket
on the
in
court
this
for
one.
sure.
One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Back to work.
Now here's
Close.
Bagley. Sinks that one
Left
from
hand
the
off the
post.
glass. Nice little kiss off the
Bagley's
glass.
gotten 4 this quarter.
Bagley's got 6.
Well, Bagley
6
bringing
points, 4
it
boards
right
off the
now
bench for
and
Bagley.
taking his
Maybe he's
frame
found a home here in Detroit.
Presenting it for contact.
Here's
Been
Beal.
kind of a journeyman around the NBA a
He
little
got the
bit.
whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed
Kings,
to the line for a
Pelicans. Now he's found a way here in
Defense, they're
Detroit.
doing whatever they
Like I
can
said,
to
I feel like he's
protect
been in
the
the league
rim.
for a long time.
First free throw is good.
He's only 23 years of age. Maybe he can find his way into being a really good, solid role player. I don't think he's going to be that all-star that some people thought he was going to be. Or maybe even be that nice little role player on a
Detroit,
pretty solid
they've
team.
gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. Here's Ivy,
Separation there by Ivy,
pounded by
didn't go
Wright.
anywhere.
Puts it up from 12. Rebound, Washington.
Really lax
Brooks
defense
gets
there. He's
room.
going to see fewer
Pull up.
and fewer chances if he can't bury
minutes to
those kind of
play.
jumpers.
Down 1.
Gafford with a screen on Diallo.
Two fairly well-matched teams.
Beal, the
I
pass
don't
to
think anybody's
Gafford.
thinking Washington or Detroit's going to be winning a championship anytime
Right
this season.
outside.
Both teams may or may not make the playoffs.
Over Ivy.
A lot of things can happen in that little
Wizards
part of
with
the East.
another
Once you get
miss.
past the 7th seed in the
One
East,
reason this
it's
game
kind of
is so
crapshoot on
tight
who's really
is
going to
because
be
both
pretty
teams
decent,
are
who's going to be
hitting
pretty
the
bad.
boards
There's
with
going to be some
reckless
bad basketball teams there in the bottom of the East.
Back
For
to
sure.
Burks. Pass to Ivy. With the teardrop.
And pulls up
Oh,
the
and
foul.
there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming.
It's so tough to contain Ivy's young athleticism.
And the line ties up at
Right
50.
the
Both
defense
teams all the way
hard
to
and gets
half
the
the way
contact.
to the Central.
Noel, he's checked in for the Pistons. Cunningham comes in for Burks. A minute and a half left in the first half of basketball. And he's going for the
Falls asleep on
lob.
defense, and Durin blocks the alley-oop, but it goes
Here's
in,
Ivy.
so they're going to credit that to the man there.
They set the pick to the middle. And that one is stuffed right through.
And you know, his last season in college, Ivy's vision was much improved, and he's continuing that here.
Just good little offensive possession right there.
1:05 left in the first half.
Durin scoring for his team and the Wizards.
Right outside. Goes up from the block. And stolen
Good defense by Cunningham just being there. Didn't have to do anything, just in the right position.
Pass to Durin.
Just let the young man go to work.
Gafford
Can't
grabs
get
the
that one
miss.
to go. Nice little post move. Little drop step.
Washington has gone 7
get
of
it to
15
go.
from distance in this game.
Point lead for
And
Detroit.
here's Wright.
35 seconds to go. Does Washington go for the 2-for-1? They got to go kind of quick here if they're going to get that 2-for-1.
There's the drive.
Ah,
And so it looks like the
Noel
Wizards will
blocks it
retain
out of
possession
bounds.
here.
11 seconds on the shot clock. Good defensive stand here by the Detroit Pistons. Does Washington go for the quick shot, try to get that 2-for-1? Detroit doesn't have a chance for it.
27 seconds left in the half.
Nope. Each team's going to get one more possession here
5 to
tonight.
shoot. Let's go
Oh,
with a 3.
Noel sucked in.
Sinks it from distance.
Hachimura, man, about that 20 in the first half. Hachimura having a good first
Giving
quarter.
it back. We'll
First
see if
half.
they can hold on to it this time.
Let's get a little floppy action here in. Here's going to be our shooter. I think it's going to be Ivy as our shooter.
Take it
On the wing, catches it, and bangs it home by the rookie. The rookie with a nice little look there from the
He's
wing.
becoming a real threat from downtown.
And about 5 seconds, so the Washington does get the 2-for-1. Beal settles for a long range, and that's going to be the half. Detroit up 56-55 at halftime.
The first half of play.
Good,
Pistons
solid,
ahead,
high-pace
up by
action here
1.
in the Eastern
All right,
Conference
now let's
battle.
check in with Allie
Got
LaForce.
both teams in kind of
Allie,
the
what do you
retro
have?
jerseys. Washington in the
All right,
02,
thanks so
03
much. I'm
range.
here with Dwayne,
Washington,
Casey, Coach.
D.C.
Are you
uniforms.
pleased with the
Detroit in the
aggression getting
much
downhill?
older 90s
One thing we
edition.
have to do. We have to play with some force, get to the basket, get to the
Head
paint.
coach Dwayne
Our
Casey
paint
very
numbers
pleased
off
with
the
the team
charts
right
once
now.
we get the ball in the paint.
Appreciate it, Allie.
We'll get to halftime.
And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Detroit, you know, the opportunity to be 3-1 early in the season versus 2-2 would be huge for a young team like this.
Hi, everybody. When I look at the Wizards,
Take a look here as
they
the
knew it
Eastern
was gonna
Conference,
be a tough
76ers
year, and I
undefeated,
gotta
Hawks
say, it's been
undefeated.
hard to
This is
watch
sitting
them
in that
play.
7th seed right there.
Because of all
Wizards
the
are 0-3.
challenges. Nope, they're learning
Wizards are
something out there.
0-3 right now. The
Challenging
Pistons can
times.
just stay in the playoff race for as
Talking
long as they
Pistons
possibly can.
now. Close
The
game
better
so
off for
far
them.
for them.
Man, they're getting downhill. They're getting there.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for
Bogdanovich
stopping by.
hit the 3
We'll
threes. He's
head
got 9
back down
points,
to
3
Brian
boards.
Anderson and crew for the start
Detroit
of the
shooting
third
53%. Washington shooting 46%. But Hachimura, man, having a ball game right now. If you guys are happening to like anything that we're doing on this channel and you're not subscribed, you want to hit that subscribe button,
And we've got
go right ahead.
action for you.
We're well on
Thus
the way to
far,
100
pretty evenly
or well on the
contested
way
game.
to 200
Boy, you have
subscribers.
to like what we're seeing from Rui
Yeah,
Hachimura.
welcome on in.
Can
Thanks
they
for being
come
here.
up with an answer for
Kinda
him
just,
coming out of the
laid back,
half?
just a little
They
bit of
have to
gameplay.
change something defensively.
They're just
Ball,
way too
high
easy out
screen.
there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a
Dunleavy's,
priority.
not Dunleavy.
And on the floor
Bogdanovich
for
picks up
Dwayne
right where he left
Casey
off. His
starting
fourth
the
three of the
second
game.
Cunningham and Bay, the wing pair. Boyan
And he has got
Bogdanovich
12
out there with
points
Isaiah Stewart.
to lead all
And it's
scores for
Walker
Detroit.
in the point guard.
Detroit's going to be
There's
more of
the
a
screen by
balanced
Kuzma.
scoring attack with Cade Cunningham, the one guy that could probably go for 30, 35 a night
Over
if
Stewart.
needed.
Porzingis misses.
Explosive 25-point
Detroit
game,
has
something like
gone
that out
6
of
of
Kemba
14
Walker
from the
once in a while.
perimeter
He may just throw in a little
tonight.
bit
And early
more
in his
here and
career,
there. For the
Porzingis
most part,
was a shot
it's
creator.
Cade Cunningham
Think he
and some
can get
role
back to that,
players.
Grant?
You know, BA, yeah. In Dallas,
Some role
his
players are going to
role
make this
will
Detroit
catch
team a
and
little bit
shoot.
better than what
So
they've been in
it'll
the
be
past. I
interesting
believe.
to see in a different system how active a role KP can fill. especially
Terrible
when we work
spacing.
inside.
Terrible spacing.
And here's
Charles
what
Barkley
the
say,
Washington
terrible.
Wizards schedule looks like. On
Boston
Friday,
2-2,
they'll defend
Pacers
home
1-3,
court against the Indiana
Sixers
Pacers.
4-0.
Then on Sunday,
Washington's got
they'll
a
be facing Al
decently tough
Horford
schedule coming
and
up with
Boston
the
Celtics.
Sixers and the Celtics.
outside.
Sixers twice, Celtics once. That's 3 tough games in a
Outside
row for them.
Porzingis.
Washington
Porzingis
season,
with a screen
you
on
know, you
Bay.
can't win an NBA championship in October, but you sure can lose one. It's like,
Season work and shooting the basketball, paying off for Harden there. This guy you have to keep your eye on if he gets the ball around the arc.
Pass to Bay. Down low. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Sadiq Bey over to Isaiah Stewart. Isaiah Stewart going to the
Man,
line.
Isaiah Stewart just
Isaiah Stewart
relied
knocks that one
upon
down.
to bring physicality and aggression to the floor, something he does well.
Stewart hits them both. And Stewart is one of those
All right,
guys that you can
61-58,
count on to
Detroit.
provide energy.
No doubt BA is going to crash
See if
the
they can
glass.
keep that
He's gonna
momentum
be
they had in the first
ferocious
half.
down there.
Got to keep Beal and
I like
Porzingis,
how he
one or two of them
focuses on
down.
taking
Can't let both of them go.
higher percentage shots.
And
Porzingis
Porzingis
just
gets it to
good
go.
body control,
On the
catches
assist
and low.
from
Not much to do
Kuzma.
about that.
Porzingis has got
Not
11
much to
points.
do about that one.
That's tough for the defense. Porzingis inside. I don't know who defensively is going to get to him.
Morris against Walker.
Remember, got to get the ball moving a little bit more.
outside.
Not a good possession here by Detroit.
Shoots over
Cade
Beal.
Cunningham trying to make something happen. Rises up over Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal playing pretty good defense there. Not known for his defense by any means, but pretty good defensive possession there. Cade Cunningham shoot over the top of him. They got in transition, making a 62-61
This
game.
is an offensive league. In today's game, you've got to be able to shoot the
You got to get the ball
three,
moving
because
much
you
earlier
can't
in
make
the
enough
possession,
twos
get
to
some
win.
penetration
It's
on the
tough to
defense.
defend the three, so you've got to keep that scoreboard.
Got to be
moving.
better than that
Back
last
to you.
possession. That was just
More spacing at a premium.
Cade
out.
Cunningham
Thank you.
kind of taller than Bradley Beal, probably. Beal outweighs him by a few
Assist to
pounds.
Bogdanovich.
Goes the cut there by
And the ball
Bogdanovich.
is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Misdirection on the pass there. These two got that. 62-61.
Shot clock at 6.
We're able to get
Back
that.
to Cunningham.
Cunningham with the shot from 3,
No
and
good
it's in
on the
and out.
three. The Wizards with a lead.
Cunningham still yet to get going in this one, averaging 28 a game this first
On
4
the wing
games of
part.
the season, first 3
He's
games of
covered
the
by
season.
Bay.
Averaging 28. Bradley Beal's got him running around a bunch of screens right
Beal
now.
outside.
So they're going a little floppy,
There's
actually
the
no
screen
ball
by
screen.
Kuzma.
Oh, nice little hesitation right there.
That's good.
Made Cunningham stand up.
For him.
Beal goes right by him.
Starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Outside Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich with a screen on Morris. Cunningham left side.
Man gets
So
the
he
win.
draws the foul.
Here's what the young man needs to do right there. He's kind of struggling from the floor.
Cade
Get to the
Cunningham,
foul
one of
line,
those 6'6",
make something happen.
6'7" guards that's really skilled.
foul
so
line and
it's
make
tough
something happen a little
matchup
bit
with
there.
those wings. And
Much
really
better.
too big for most guards. That's where his advantage lies.
Much better.
Brett, you think we're going to see more guys with the skills of Cade at his height?
I do, BA. I think just the advanced training in the offseason and development of these guys coming into the league with
Flying a couple
much more
He's got
refined
tough matchup
skill set.
defensively on the other side.
Cunningham
Taking on Bradley Beal.
is certainly in that basket of
Here's
play.
a little pull up, knocks it down. Nice shot. What's up, Mike? YouTube streamer.
Every possession.
I'm telling you, I really like having 2K over here on YouTube. It's a lot more relaxed.
Cunningham outside. Pass to
2K
Bay.
to me is a more relaxed game.
Back to Cunningham.
It kind of just fits my style a little bit better on
There's
YouTube. Maybe.
Bogdanovich with the three. Porzingis grabs the board.
Well, what's up, Mike? How you doing?
Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now.
Third quarter.
By the way, that sheet I shared, it will work in your sheets. Got that to work. Mike, do you know where I can find expressive badges at? I can't find their personality badges anywhere. Like if they're expressive or quiet or whatever. I know it's around. I know you can find it somewhere. I just cannot find it anywhere. Do you have any clue where it's at? Sadiq Bey with the post move, man. Little mini Ben Wallace. Sadiq Bey.
Get through the contact, take that hit, and still finish.
Off the top of my head, no. Yeah. I know it shows like expressive or like team player or something like that. I just cannot find where it's at. Because I'm going to... One of my expressive players, my best expressive player, is going to take a week off for personal reasons. No explanation. Going to take a Kyrie and just take a week off. So I'm not sure who that's going to be. I don't think that's going to be Cunningham. I don't think it's going to be Walker. I think it's going to be somebody like either Isaiah Stewart or Sadiq Bey, somebody like that, I think. Maybe even Nerlens Noel. Somebody's just like got to be a little more outspoken.
And then gets himself fouled.
They're going to take a few games off and just get some personal time, get their head right, I guess.
Ended up third in the Rookie of the Year voting.
Go check the edges of the world, see if it's flat or not.
Gafford, he's checked in for Washington. Avdia comes in for Morris. Burks, he's checked in for the Pistons. Joseph comes in for Walker. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Good game going here, though. 68-67 in the third. Both teams playing pretty well. Neither defense is being great. Neither offense is exceptional. Both offenses are playing well. Both defenses are playing probably below par.
Something you'd know about, Grant. Any advice?
Double
Just keep working hard, young man. He is on the right track for sure, BA. I know he will get it done. He loves the game, and he has embraced the challenge of making this team a winner.
And they take
Isaiah Stewart post moves like that. Couple assists right there by Cunningham. Both teams shooting over 50% from the field in this one.
Able to get through with an aggressive play.
But kind of a solid back and forth game. Both teams kind of in a loss defensively. Neither team's going to be known as a great defensive team this year, I wouldn't think.
It's a one-on-one situation. Cunningham outside. Puts it up from the high post.
Probably not the best shot selection there, Cunningham.
To the right side. Stewart, a screen on Beal. Pass to Stewart. Stolen by Gafford.
Okay. I'm not yet. I'm still getting a few games in, and I probably will. I still think it's a little bit too easy to score inside. I think defensive awareness needs to make the pick and roll a little bit tougher. I think a defensive rotation needs to be a little bit quicker. I just think it's a little bit too easy to score inside.
To the paint. And out of bounds, the Wizards will
unless we do that.
The Wizards making a switch here.
As far as the game plays, it's competitive, it's good. I mean, it's not any major issues. It's just some things. Like, I think if it also makes it tougher for me to score inside, I'll also shoot more threes. I don't shoot nearly enough threes. Like, where am I at? Team comparisons, I've only shot 16 threes, so they're 19. So, we're on pace for probably about 33. So we're actually shooting a pretty good clip. Maybe not as high as the league average or anything. A nice little steal there. This might be a jam city, baby. Nope. Foul. And one.
2 points.
Oh, sorry. Offensive and defensive awareness on that. Yep. I think offensive awareness down 5, defensive awareness up 5. Something like that, maybe.
And the Pistons making a change here. Diallo's checked in.
I think I remember watching a video on Sinead where he said something about like just increments of 5 on those kind of things makes a pretty big difference.
Complementary ways. He's played in a ton of systems.
I'm surprised there's not a pick and roll slider.
Right away.
I'm surprised there's not, or like a screen effectiveness maybe.
That's a screen. Here's Beal.
But I know a lot of that stuff comes down to badges as well. But Nerlens Noel, man. Love seeing him come across the shot block.
They say it was
and that's what I like to see too. Not the on-ball defender getting the blocks. It's more off-ball blocks, which is what happens in the NBA. Very rarely do you block your own man's shot. It's usually a defensive rotation over for the big man as a guy slashing towards the basket or something like that. So I like that a lot. Whoa. Duran getting lost out there.
Avdia from outside. Unable to get that one. And Detroit will go the other way with it. And Brent Joseph plays a significant role on this team, even though he's not a starter.
Oh, BA, it's those 6th, 7th, and 8th
Corey
guys
Joseph.
really can
Good
make
little
a
look there.
huge
Nerlens
difference,
Noel.
especially in an 82-game season.
Got a
kinda
board and a
consistency.
nice little
You
layup.
come in,
Little post
you
move
get
out of Nerlens
positive
Noel.
minutes. That's what
Any points we
Corey
get out of
Joseph
Noel
has
is kind of a
done his
bonus.
entire career.
He's out there to rebound, play solid
Offensively, it's
defense,
been
be
a
able to
struggle for
defend the pick and roll,
Yeah, they need to
and
string
block
together
shots.
some
So
shots
anytime we
at
can get a
any
point or two out of him,
chance.
complete icing on the cake. If he doesn't score a bucket, he's still going to find his way in 15,
Hachimura, the pass
18
to
minutes a
Beal.
game.
6 to shoot. They get it back.
Oh, we got to board
Here's
that.
Wright from the arc.
We
Can't
got to
get it
board
to
that.
drop.
There's a board
The
by
Pistons
Noel.
have
That's what we're
gotten
looking for
5
him
of
to do
10
right there.
shots to go.
This rookie right here, Duran,
Right.
exact opposite. We're looking for him to be as explosive and as much of a scorer as possible.
7 of 14 attempts to
Looking
fall
good.
in
We're
that.
trying to, Danny. We're trying to make it look good. We got some issues still. We got to adjust and things like that. But our team,
Noel with the rebound.
we have.
Struggle is real.
What's wrong with that?
Found much success with
Can't do that. But we also haven't played anybody good yet. We played all teams that are our skill level or less. So like we haven't played a Boston or a Milwaukee or an LA, either team in the LA or Golden State or something like that. So we'll see what we feel like whenever we play somebody like that.
Diallo on the wing.
And you got Diallo here, just a super athlete, looking for a lot of space,
Back
doesn't
to
get it.
Joseph. Here's Ivy.
Pull up, finds a way to bank it in. Nope.
Here's Noel.
Noel, look at this. More points out of
Noel's
Noel.
got 4 points in the quarter.
More points out of Noel. Just hustle
Like
plays,
that,
man.
proving how dangerous he
So
can be
long.
on the inside.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by
We'll take that.
Mobile
I mean, I like this lineup with Noel and Duran.
You gotta find that edge. High energy
Scoring
plays
in this
like that
lineup's
one.
where I'm concerned where it's going to come from. You know, Ivy's a scorer. Ivy's a scorer for sure. Duran, we're wanting to get to being a scorer. Corey Joseph, not really a scorer. And then, you know, you got Noel and Diallo. Diallo cannot create his own shot by any means. He is out there just to kind of run and be athletic and get to the rim if he can. He can't really create his own shot. And if he does create his own shot, he really doesn't have a shot to go with it.
And here's Beal.
Oh, really just a blender on defense. We should have given up 3 big points for that. That was so bad on defense, we probably should have given up 4. Now, this guy right here, Ivy, he can create everything.
And Gafford with the block.
Gafford with a good weak side block there.
Now Beal.
Take a little
He's
double
got
team here,
14.
Bradley Beal. Make somebody else try to score on us. We want to keep Beal down. Beal hasn't really exploded yet, but we want to keep it that
Noel
way.
covering. Inside. This for the tie.
Good D, good D, good D. Keep battling here.
Gafford
Don't let
against
Beal
Noel.
catch it.
Back to Abdia.
No help off Beal right here.
Gafford the screen.
Make the other 4 guys try to beat us.
Oh, and he
And there's
blocks it
more
off the
shot
glass.
blocking.
Wow. Pass to Duran. Here's Ivy. Noel
Comes
the
Ivy,
screen.
Noel.
Back to Joseph.
Corey
From behind the
Joseph.
arc. He
Oh, and he
buries
hits a
it
shot
for
over a
3.
taller Gafford.
And the Pistons lead by
That's a
5.
tough contested 3 right there. 79-74. It was catch and
These are the type
shoot.
of
Still
passes
contested
you
though.
love seeing from him.
5-point lead
Now
for
a
Detroit
timeout
with a
called
minute
by
12 to go in
Washington.
the third.
Well, looking at the
Little
career
run
of
here, little
Nerlens
mini
Noel
run.
Brent,
It's been back
a
and
big
forth
man
so
who's
far,
had
but
to
that was
fight
kind of
through
a
variety
little
of
mini
injuries.
run right
Yeah,
there.
lots of persistence on Nerlens' part to still be a
We'll
solid
take some of those when we can
contributor
get 'em.
and do some impactful things off the bench. Good shot blocker, good rebounder, and provides that kind of rim protection teams are looking for.
5-point game,
He's
minute
checked
12 to
in for
play.
Wright. And the Pistons making a change here as well.
With Bradley Beal in the
Walker's
court,
checked in.
and we're finding a way to kind of stretch the lead.
Morris outside. Hachimura with a screen on Walker. Morris. Oh, and he
They
got
aren't
fouled on
guaranteed
his way
misses.
up.
I love that we
He'll
can
head
make
to the
contested
line to
threes
shoot
occasionally
two.
with these sliders. Occasionally, yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
guys, what do you think
you-
about the offensive approach
You know,
we've seen so
obviously
far
NBA
from
players
Pistons?
shoot the ball a lot better when they're open versus contested, but yeah.
Clearly a point of emphasis from the coaches.
And I like
now.
that.
They haven't strayed away
I
from
like
it
that
too much.
knockdown shooters miss some open ones.
They've just done a great
And I like
job
some
of
average
keeping
shooters
the
will make
pressure
some
on the defense.
contested ones. You know, you get a
Penetrating with the
variety of
pass. They've gotten
shots.
Everything inside, and they've converted there.
You do get a variety of shots.
From outside
And
the
there's
arc.
Kimbo. That should be 3 points. As open as you want
Walker's
to see.
shot is off.
Kimbo Walker wide open and misses a shot.
Give a wide open
So they're not guaranteed makes anymore. Although in the NBA, it seems like when a guy's wide open, it seems like a guaranteed make. Those guys are pros for a reason.
Now here's Morris. Defense is right there. Here's Beal. Finds
And
the
then you
open
just got
look.
guys like
It's a
Bradley
long
Beal
target.
that no matter how good your defense is on you, you can still just score.
Beal knowing how to get it done on the inside.
Good
finding a
offense beats
nice
good
way to
defense every
finish
time.
that time.
Holding for the last shot, it looks like.
Here's Ivy. Give him 8
And then a
points
little
now.
floppy action here. So we'll use it with Kimba.
Outside Walker. There's the
Kimba
triple.
for three.
Drains
And he makes
the
that
triple.
one. So right there.
Walker's got 11 points.
82-78.
And I'll tell you what, that's what being unselfish is all about. Ivy finding the
All right,
open
so take a 4-point lead in the fourth. Can we close it out? Can we go to 3-1 with
Pistons
Detroit?
on top, up by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth
Kiss off the
quarter
glass
when
right
we
there.
return.
Beal, a 3-level scorer, scoring from the mid-range, kind of, not right at the rim, but also not a true mid-range shot there, but you just can't stop him. So far, so good.
And while we have a chance,
solid
let's
game.
go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great hands, great
that was just
vision.
good.
That makes great things
Good
happen
transition
for your
bucket
offense.
there. Leads to the foul. And one.
And it's been a
All right, we have Walker, Cunningham, Bay, Bogdanovich, and Stewart, our starting five back in for the fourth quarter. Doesn't look like we're going with much of a bench here. I'd like to see our rotation start with maybe the first 2 to 3 minutes of the fourth quarter being more of a bench. And then move to the starters. I don't think playing starters 12 minutes in the fourth quarter is sustainable.
Kicks it out to Cunningham. It's Walker on the wing.
So Kuzma jumped to the jump shooter. Kemba takes the 19-footer and knocks it down.
And the Pistons
Walker's
lead
got
by
13
6.
on 4 of 7 shooting.
There are these times where Kemba Walker
Hachimuro's got
gets it
19.
going.
I don't think he scored in the third quarter, though. He scored all 19 in the
Gafford
first
with a
half, I
screen on
believe.
Cunningham. Martin against Cunningham.
We love the 19-footers here, yes.
Back to Morris.
But that's a different than a normal mid-range jump shot. That's the,
Porzingis
you know,
with a
let
screen
the
on
let the
Walker.
guy try to jump at it. I'm not a big fan of it, but that one makes a little more sense because it's a pump fake. The defender goes flying by, take one dribble, step into a wide-open jumper. So not a huge fan of it, but that's better than some. That's better than, 2 or 3 dribbles, cross them up, boom, 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 contested 17-footer fade away with a guy on you. But yes, I agree, not my favorite shot.
The floater. Here's
Nice
Martin.
pass. That was
And
a beautiful
that comes
pass.
off the assist by Morris.
Looks like you're going to shoot a layup, just wrap it
Morris
around.
has got 3 assists
Beautiful
tonight.
pass.
And Will Barton looks comfortable there down on the inside with the shot.
Cunningham just
against
not
Martin.
really having much of it.
The kick out
So
to
that's a
Walker.
mid-range that we didn't want there, for sure. Dunleavy's hit the 4
Bogdanovich with a
threes.
screen on Morris. The free
Dunleavy's hit the
ball.
5th three. Fifth, dip.
Martin's got his
Went for his
4th
5th
rebound in this
three.
one. To the inside. Gafford with the bucket.
And it's
Well, Barton had a
84-82.
good feel about
Neither
what
team
was
can pull
happening
away yet. The biggest lead so far has been
defensively,
Detroit by
and his
8.
teammate wide open.
22 lead changes. Like I said, this game has been back and forth, highly competitive game.
Now here's Cunningham. He's closely guarded. Pass to Stewart.
Oh, you get 3 seconds.
And he got
Oh,
the
we got
whistle
bailed
on
out of
the
the
way
foul.
up. So he'll be
Absolutely
headed to the
bailed
line
out of
for
the
a
foul.
foul.
Isaiah Stewart goes to the line.
Stops Porzingis picks one.
Man, good whistle there.
Detroit's just got to kind of figure out what their identity is. You know, we got several bigs now with Stewart, Duran, and Noel.
He has no problem.
We could probably use another knockdown shooter, which I think is supposed to be Sadiq Bey. I've not been a good shooter with him yet.
Passes to Porzingis.
It kind of depends. What's this team like in 20 games? What's this team like in 20 games? We go out and try to make a move. We go get a guy like Carmelo Anthony that can give that second unit a little bit of scoring. You know, that second unit that could really use. I mean, I could easily play. I'd have no problem playing Carmelo Anthony over like a Czech Diallo, or how do you say his name, Diallo. I have no problem playing Anthony over Diallo. I don't want Anthony taking any minutes of it with my young guys I'm going to count on in a few years.
Right through it.
But if Carmelo Anthony can come in and give us 15 points, or 15 minutes off the bench, 10, 12 points a game, something like that, just to bridge the gap whenever the starters need a rest. So, kind of interested in maybe going and getting a veteran like that. Although he would be more interested, I think, in trying to find a championship team to get to. But I'm not sure there's championship teams out there that want a Carmelo.
Pistons ball as Detroit keeps
Carmelo is a
possession.
guy we are possibly looking at, and everybody knows that's the guy that the Pistons should have taken in 03, but they didn't do it. Hindsight's 2020, of course.
Cunningham against Barton.
Cunningham with a nice little move there. He's got some long arms to get that layup.
So smart with the ball in his hands.
So Cade Cunningham's not had a great game so far. He's got 8 points, 5 boards, 4 assists. So a solid game, but he's got the Draymond going on. Triple single.
Screen. Morris with it. By Stewart. opposite board. They shoot again. And Morris with the lay-in.
At this stage of the game, the offensive rebounding
Kemba Walker,
and putback
Monte
is
Morris, back and
massive.
forth action there at
It
the point
feels like
guard
a
position.
4-point swing.
Yeah, and you know who your Warriors are by plays like that. They make it when it matters most.
Back to Walker. Five on the clock. Up top, Stewart. Pass to Bogdanovich. The Pistons need to get one up quick.
Walker kind of contested, late shot clock,
Walker
misses
shot
it.
is off. The Wizards have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Kuzma outside. Porzingis with a screen on Stewart. Kuzma finds Porzingis. Morris against Walker. Fires at the elbow. Rebounded by the Pistons. Cunningham's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Bogdanovich with a screen on Barton. Here's Cunningham.
Oh,
And it
good
goes
block.
out of bounds.
Tough shot,
That
tough
one
shot.
Gafford.
89-86, 7:30 to play. Sadiq Bey calling out the set he wants here. Cunningham just cuts straight to the basket. That's a quick 2.
It's laid in by
Caught the defense
Cunningham.
napping.
I mean, could we
Takes
say
it right
he was
there.
playing possum a bit there in the first half?
One of my,
Because
I'm not a big
seems to
set
be a different
like
guy out there,
when
way
I'm
more
coaching
assertive.
basketball. I'm not big on set plays. I want to continuous I just want a couple set rules and play basketball. But I love running set plays off of inbounds because it's one time that you get to absolutely dictate what the defense does. So that's a good time to run a set play.
It's stolen by Kuzma.
Is off an inbounds.
Pass to Morris. Back to Kuzma. Into the lane. Morris outside. From downtown. The Wizards with another miss.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep
Cunningham
pace,
taking
but
some tough
it
shots
costs
against
him
bigger
enough
defenders.
to keep going to
You know,
him.
that's a moment you
See if
probably
he
need to
can find
go ahead and pull it out and find something good and get something out of your normal offense. But I understand the young man trying to get a good play out and make a bucket.
And it's Morris penetrating.
And defensively, they've done enough to hang in there. And Cunningham off to the races again.
Cunningham
Finds Dunleavy, or I can't want to call him Dunleavy.
with the dunk.
Bogdanovich with the cut to the rim and a nice little one-handed
Man,
slam.
an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more.
Just like that, Detroit's finally got a
Washington
7-point lead. A
calls
little
timeout.
bit of
Tell you
space, a
one guy's been
little
getting
bit of
it done,
breathing
this
room.
Bojan Bogdanovich.
Not sure what
on
the
the
defense
road
is
here against
thinking,
the
or
Wizards.
if they are. They continue to let him
Third straight
shoot
road game.
against
We
bad
went to New
defense.
York. We went to
Bradley
Indiana. Now we're
Beal,
in
he's checked in
D.C.
for Washington.
Detroit would love to get
And
back
swinging
home
over to
to
the sideline and hear from
the
Alec.
Palace at Auburn
I was
Hills.
able to listen in on what
I
Wes
know that's what they
Unseld
called
Jr.
him.
had to say to his team. He told them victory was within their grasp, saying, quote, "You've got all the tools you need to win. Now it's about closing. Guys, we'll see if they're up for the task."
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. The Pistons have gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Cunningham passes to Bay. Outside Bogdanovich.
Bogdanovich looking for his fifth. Why do I keep calling him Dunleavy?
And it's a 10-point
Bogdanovich.
Detroit lead.
When's the last time Dunleavy's
Nice
played in the
pass from
NBA?
Bay, willing to do whatever he can
Bogdanovich.
to help his team.
Here's Porzingis. Plenty of space. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Kuzma against Cunningham. Outside Bogdanovich. Bay outside. Shoots over Barton.
Why'd you step into it like that, man?
Hey, no
It's
good.
not dribble line.
Washington's got nothing to fall from
Detroit
outside
lead
the arc
and
here
off
in the
and running.
fourth. 0 for 4. Good on the shot.
Good passes
Five to play,
set that
8-point
up.
game.
Teamwork on display.
Detroit has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Walker against Morris. There's
Sets out for
Cunningham
3. And it sinks down. Big shot there by Cade Cunningham. 15-6 run by the Pistons here in the fourth. This is that run they needed. Finally got it.
Morris against Walker. Pass to Beal.
Tough shot by Beal.
Walker pulls down the board. Detroit has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter.
Now Cunningham's kind of taking over. He's heating up a little bit. Here we go.
Well, charging past the defense, and with that
Here we
size,
go.
being able to get up and jam it down.
They've been having major problems offensively.
101-88.
In a bit of a dry spell.
Morris finds Porzingis. to Morris. Pass to Beal.
Cunningham.
3. Detroit with a rebound. Bogdanovich has got 5 rebounds in the game.
I'm not sure what the defense is doing right now. Washington kind of just looking defeated already. You know, the game's not totally out of reach, but it's getting there, and they just look totally defeated now. Just getting
Always shoots it well.
a lot more points.
Boyan can play the 3 or the 4. Someone you can really rely on as a teammate.
The Wizards making a switch here. Gafford's checked in.
With the
Felt like he was
17
a little
points here.
hesitant in the first half, but really he's
15 points in the second half. All his free throws coming
to
in
get
line
himself
too.
to the free throw line.
Much better performance in the second half than the first half.
To Beal.
Gonna get that with a young player, a little bit more inconsistent. It's hard to be consistent for 4 quarters.
Pops the J after a
Typical Washington Wizards game. Hey, that's what we're wanting, right?
Gotten 8 of 15
That's what we're wanting.
during the fourth quarter.
Losing a game against Detroit at home.
Cunningham passes to Walker. Back to Cunningham. Kuzma with the double team.
Bogdanovich.
from long range.
Went for
Rebound
6-3 tonight. Didn't make it.
Gafford's got 4 rebounds now.
Well, they needed that board. They've had a hard time on the
Play
glass.
solid defense. The
They
ball
still
game's
have a
over.
shot here.
Kuzma finds Barton.
I mean, Bradley Beal's been pretty quiet this game.
Gafford with a screen on Bay. From deep, Barton nails it from
Then you got
3.
Barton doing that.
Barton's got 10
It's a
points in
10-point
just the
game.
second half.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from
Detroit,
the other guys on the floor.
One of the better
they
defensive
might
teams in the
be
league
able
so
to
far
turn
as
this
far as
game
points per
around.
game given up.
Walker, a screen on Beal. Here's Cunningham. Oh, and
Cunningham,
there's the
man,
whistle
they
on the
just
shot. So
can't
two
keep him in
free
front of
throws
him.
for him coming up.
He's finding his way to the line.
Cunningham, close to 6'8". He's such a tough cover for bigger guys.
Tall shooting guard,
How
slender
mobile he
guy.
is. Love him attacking in this mindset.
Got 18 and now 19, averaging 28 so far this season.
Washington
19
has gone
tonight.
just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter.
17 points in the second half.
Here's Beal.
Bradley Beal gets there and gets to a spot. Like Bradley Beal said, I'm going to get to that spot and there's nothing you're going to do about it. And when I get it there, I'm going to knock a bucket
So
down.
that jumper is as pure as it gets.
Detroit calls timeout.
When I get there, I'm going to knock that bucket down. There's really not anything you can do about it. Thing is, Beal's not played a bad tonight. It just seems like he's been kind of disinterested. Like, you know what? I showed up, but I don't want to play. Beal is automatic mid-range, yes. He is a superstar in the league. That's why he is. He has the ability to get to a spot and knock down a shot.
Against Cunningham.
But
It's Walker on the wing.
he just really has not tried to even force the issue tonight, which is kind of strange. Not typically Bradley Beal's forte to stay back.
And Daniel Gafford picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul. of the
Another
game.
foul.
Ivy's checked in for the Pistons.
2 minutes ago, looks like we've already kind of started going towards the bench.
A minute 58 left in
Cutting
the
in a
fourth.
break here.
Stewart.
Ivy a chance to play some late minutes here, even though the game's out of hand. He goes and gets an immediate assist to Isaiah Stewart.
Stewart, even though he's built
Isaiah
a little
Stewart's had a
stocky,
nice
can
game.
Get up off the deck.
Isaiah Stewart,
That's a
13 points, 4
huge
boards. Yeah, give Ivy a little bit of time. Cunningham's done his job. Let him catch a breather here late. See what the rookie can do in kind of a meaningless minutes, but yet it's still crunch
They'll
time.
get another chance. And the dunk by Gafford.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Stewart, a screen on Barton.
Sadiq
And
Bey
he's
finally
going
getting
to the
in.
line for 2. The officials
I'm not sure where Sadiq Bey fits in on this team yet. He seems to be our 5th option in the starting lineup, so he doesn't get a lot of shots. I feel like I have to force him to get some shots here and there, so
Three-point shooter.
what is spreading the love? Spreading the love is finish a game with all 5 stars score double-digit points. Hey, look at that. All 5 starters in double
Wizards,
digits
this one not
the
looking
first
good.
time this season. That's pretty cool.
Here's Beal. And 2 long.
That's pretty cool.
Well, the Pistons shooting
Steve Bay's
around
going to get out and run a little bit.
51%. That's a good number.
Gets the layup in transition, 111-97.
Bay's got 4 this quarter.
111-97. What a nice, solid road win here for the Detroit Pistons.
Well, Grant, I don't
They
know
have
if
not
there
beaten
was one
anybody great
deciding
yet, but they
factor
have
in this
wins
game, but
over
I'd say
Indiana.
shooting
They
accuracy
have
if I
wins
had to
over.
Agreed, BA. They really went after quality.
They have wins over
lines.
Indiana and wins over Washington now.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this.
In basketball, that means you may not have an identity.
Yeah. Between these two should be
yes.
fun.
And
Yes.
no question this was a team effort, but you have to love how big a night
So
this
I'm not
was
sure what we
for
do with
Cade
him yet.
Cunningham.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Bogdanovich get number 6.
Three.
No, we cannot.
Rebound by the Wizards.
These are some wide open looks.
34 seconds left to play in the
111.99.
fourth quarter of this
33
one.
points to go. 33 seconds to go.
Pass to Gafford. Kuzma outside. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits.
That's going to do it. 111.99 is going to be your final. 111.99 is going to be your final. That was a good game. Good performance. A good fourth quarter. Way to end the third quarter on a nice little run, and then we opened it up and spread it out there in the fourth and able to get a nice little 12-point victory here over Washington on the road. 111-99. Defensively, we were able to keep Washington from breaking 100, which is pretty impressive in today's NBA.
Win on the road. By the
Solid,
time this one was
solid
winding
performance
down,
here.
This building was
Really pleased with this game. I don't think I had anybody score 20.
Exactly what you got
I don't think I had anybody score 20.
to try to take the
We'll
crowd
take a
out.
look at the stats here.
Well, now we have some
kids are
time
gonna
to
get home,
check
so
in
they're
with
gonna
Allie LaForce.
Might
Allie.
get a little noisy, but
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that.
all right, let's go
Well,
take a
folks,
look at the
that's
stats
gonna do it
here
for-
really quickly. Team comparison wise, 3-pointers, we shot 10 for 26 for 38%. That's pretty solid. They were 10 to 31 and 32%, like both of those. Free throws, we were able to get the line 27 to 29. We still are making free throws way too high. Both teams shooting 93%, way too high. Fast break points are good. Points in the paint, not bad. Not bad. Second chance points, good. Bench points, good. Assists, about right on. Rebounds, 46 to 42. Blocks, 8 to 3. We had a lot of blocks in that game. Turnovers were even. Solid game. It's not bad. Now, we only shot the ball 73 times. They only shot the ball 87 times. 90 to 91, something like that. It's usually the league average. So we're way low on field goal attempts. Got to take a look at that for a little bit. But for the most part, pretty solid. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. So that's going to do it. We'll look at the box score once we get out of this one. We'll take the lead here or take a look at the final stats here in this one. If we go here and we look at the box score, now we got Atlanta coming up for 2 games in a row. I don't understand why there's so many back-to-back games against the same teams. Is that really how this season's going to go? It's kind of interesting. I don't know why they're doing that. Nobody scored over 30 in a game. Bradley Beal gets 22. See, he had 22, but you never felt like he was in this game. 6 of 20, 1 for 9, 9 for 10 for free throw line for Bradley Beal. Hachimura with 19. He had all those in the night. He had all 19 of those in the first half. Porzingis with 13 and 5. Pistons, Cade Cunningham, 19, 7 and 5. Solid game, 5 of 12 shooting, 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Bogdanovich, 17 points, 5 of 14 from 3. Kemba Walker, 2 for 5 from 3, 13 points, 4 boards, 4 assists. Isaiah Stewart, 13 points, 4 boards. Sadiq Bey, 12 points, 8 boards, 5 assists. See, that's what Sadiq Bey is to us. I mean, that's solid. That's a solid box line, but it's like I just don't know where he is right now with us. But he's finding a way to be impactful for sure. What was his plus minus in this game? 10. I mean, he's positive plus minus for sure. 12, 8, and 5. Ivy off the bench getting 8, 1, and 6. That's solid as the second unit running 8 and 6 there. Duran 8 and 5. Noel 6, 3, and 4 blocks. Solid. So those look good. Anyways, that puts us here at 3 and 1. It looks like we're third in the Eastern Conference right now. Won 2 games in a row. But other than that, thanks for hanging out. And Mike, I'll see you in your stream here in a little bit. Take care, guys.